What's going on, Dolphins? It is your boy Dillon, and I got some pretty big breaking news for you right now. It's actually pretty huge, so let's just go ahead and get to it. Mike Garofalo reports the Dolphins are signing veteran cornerback Jason McCourty. Source says the 12-year veteran heads for a reunion with Brian Flores, and then Ian Rappaport quote tweeted that it's a one-year deal for the leader in the secondary. So, there's a couple things to say about this. To me, when I think about this, I think, okay, Jason McCourty, it's another, familiarity with Brian Flores and with, the Patriots, etc., etc. So there's obviously that part of the equation. Also, he was a good corner in that defense in New England. Is he going to be that same guy, especially at this age? My guess is probably not, right? So, I don't think personally he would be that impactful of a player. Hopefully I'm wrong, and hopefully he does boost that secondary, especially now that, like Bobby McCain's gone, whatever, and it's getting super young and inexperienced back there. The most concerning part about this potentially for me is because, and especially with signing that tight end and now Jason McCourty, it will be interesting to see what the actual numbers are on this contract, because they saved about $5 to $6 million by cutting Bobby McCain, and that did free up enough space that they could sign the draft class. But now with these two new contracts that they added, and I would guess Jason McCourty is going to get at least a few million, so they might have eaten up pretty much everything they saved by cutting Bobby McCain. And so if that's true, then they will likely then need to, they still needed to anyway, frankly, but they will then still likely need to free up more cap space. And in my previous video, I mentioned that, Byron Jones could be on his way out in the near future. So if they do that, I think that would be a downgrade, if I'm being honest. I think that would be a downgrade. I don't know. We'll see if they make any additional moves. But if this is just pretense for them getting rid of, Byron Jones, yes, that's cap savings, and that's, cap savings and, whatever. I forgot I was going to say something else, but right. So, that frees up cap and if they were to do that, but I think that he's probably the better player between him and McCourty. And for sure, you got a lockdown corner. It's true, he doesn't really ever come down with the ball, but at least he's, good at stopping the receiver from, making receptions and getting pass breakups and stuff like that, right? So, or maybe it's just to replace McCain, but they also signed that tight end, and now their money situation is back to a situation where they definitely need to free up cap space. And to me, he's the one name that really, because again, I don't think that it would be X. I think X is just too valuable. And he makes like $3 million more than X. And that's just absurd. He's half the cornerback that X is, right? He's got the lockdown part, but he does not have the ball skills. So to me, there's no way he makes the full 5-year contract that he has. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. We have to wait and see if anything more comes from it. There's definitely going to be more moves. The Dolphins are not done, shuffling things around. So it's just, we have to wait and see what exactly it is that gets shuffled around. And, if there are any other players that end up getting, cut or what have you. So, until I see anything about how much you know, I will do an update on how much, you know, it's for. Feels like it. So Armando Salguero, just real quick to add into this, he tweeted this: signing McCourty, 34 years old when season begins, to a 1-year deal feels like insurance against a Xavier Howard contract issue. Now, look, the reason why I make that face is because it is also true that Xavier Howard wants a new contract. I'm sure he doesn't like being paid $3 million less, but they can't afford that. The Dolphins cannot afford that. So if Xavier Howard's like, bro, either give me a new contract or, you know, trade me away or something. And if they're bringing in McCourty to replace Howard, that will be a disaster. An absolute fucking disaster. Now, it is also possible, though, that they get rid of Byron Jones, free up that space, and then sign Howard, and then give Howard to a new contract. That would be the smarter way of handling that. The stupidest way to handle that would be to let Howard walk, or even if you trade him and get 2 future first-round picks. I'm telling you, if the season is shit this year, they won't even be using those picks. It'll be the next guys. So even if, you know, even if it's that's the case, because that would be that he's pretty much your entire defense. I know people are gonna be like, that's crazy, but he's the, like, one reason why that Dolphins defense was a top 10, along with all the other factors that go into that equation. He came down with 10 interceptions last year. He did, right? So if you get, and he's literally like the only star on your team, bro, if they were to let Xavier Howard walk, or even if they were to trade him and get 2 future first round picks, even if they were to get 3 future first round picks, that's cool. Not really, though, because just like with Tunsil and Fitzpatrick, I'd rather have the for sure thing, here and now commodity. And especially if McCourty is the fucking insurance policy there, that would be such a disaster. But like I said, unfortunately, one of the 2 of them is likely to not be here now, though. With them bringing in Jason McCourty, there is also some possibility that they just end up cutting McCourty. But I doubt that because of the cap situation that they're in. They have to clear some cap. So they're probably trying to talk. Well, Howard wants a new contract. So they're in like full-on contract extension conversations, and whether the Dolphins are going to want to do that. But with Byron Jones, they are likely talking to him and asking him if he will restructure his contract. If he doesn't want to do that, they might end up cutting Byron Jones and taking some of that money then to, you know, so there's a couple ways this could go. That would be the smarter way for sure, because then you do, even though I don't like the pick of Noah Igbinoghene, and I'm not convinced he's really going to be all that great, he is projected to be a carbon copy of Byron Jones. So, and he is significantly cheaper right now. So if you can get that lockdown corner out of him, we just don't know if he's going to take that step or not. He did not have that last year. He was that in college, but he was not that as a rookie. So if he can, you know, and then if Javon Holland and fucking Brandon Jones can hold down those safety spots, well, you know, then maybe they could get rid of Byron Jones and then re-sign X. Because letting X go would be just a massive disaster. All right. So until further updates, that's what I got. That's the breaking news. I hope you guys appreciate my perspective. If you do, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the bell if you want to get the alerts. Share my channel and videos with your friends and family. Leave your questions, comments, and concerns down in the comment section. Of course, as always, follow me on Twitter at Dillon Tartaro. And with that, I'm out. I'll see y'all soon. Phins up.